Guys, I'm audible. Can you please confirm anyone?
Mm.
Yeah, good evening. Very good evening, Rekha. Okay, so I'll just share my screen and we'll start the session. Ma'am, please give me the access for screen sharing. ఏమని వచ్చింది? ఓ సారీ. ఓకే. Guys, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So the last class we discussed about what is Python and what are the advantages, disadvantages, and the basic statements, right, ma? Like, what is comment lines, what is a print statement, and what is a type function, and what is a user input, right? So these things we discussed in the last class. So please let me know anyone. So what is comment lines, ma? So what is the use of comment lines? What is meant? Comment. Anyone?
To make the user understand the code easily.
Sorry? Please repeat.
To make the user understand the code easily.
Yeah, that's good. So the users can understand our code easily. That is the use of comment lines, ma. For example, so whenever you develop one task or project, something means about our code, you can make some description. You just give some information about your code. That is called as comment lines. Comment lines never execute. It's a non-executable code. That is called as comment lines, right, ma? And we discuss print statement, one thing, right? So what is the use of print statement, ma? It is used to print some kind of data. That is called as a print. Is a function, basically print, right? So, and what kind of data we are printing, ma? String and numbers. So what is string? String is a group of alphanumeric characters. I mean, A to Z values are 0 to 9 values are special characters. That is called as string. String we should be declaring within the codes, either double quotes or single quotes. Code we must be used, right, ma? And what is a number, ma? Basically, numbers, we have two types of numbers, right? One is a integers. One more thing is a float values. So integer is nothing but normal values like 1, 2, 3, 4, something, etc. Float means decimal values is called as, of course, point values is called as float values. So up to here, the last class we discussed, I hope, right? And also we discussed what is type function. How to check the data type? Print. Open, close it, then type function. So using type function only you can check the data type, right, guys? And what is the user input, ma? User input I will discuss input function. Discuss or not? Yeah, hi, please. So last class input function discuss or not, ma? I don't know exactly. Forgot. Input, integer function, string function, float. So these things we discuss or not? No. చెప్పామా లేదమ్మా నాకు గుర్తులేదు అయితే. No. భార్గవి, డిస్కస్ చేద్దామా కార్తిక్? Okay, so we'll repeat once again, no issues. Okay, so I hope the print statements and string, number, type function is clear, right, ma? So basically we have two types of comment lines, right, ma? The one is a single line comment. One more thing is a multi-line comments, multi-line. So single line represents hash. So this is called as single line comment. Multi-line represents triple quotes, open and close. So this is called as multiple line comments. Right, ma? So today, firstly, we'll discuss, ma. So we have on user input. One function is basically user input. That is nothing but input is a function. So this input is called as user input. Clear, guys? So what is user input? So user means we are the users, right? So everybody the users, right, ma? So input means data. The user can pass the data. That is called as user input. So basically, for example, guys, print is a function. So within the quotation, if I'll just keep hello, what is a hello, ma? Data. So these hello we are printing in the console, something like that, ma. So basically, which data type is there? String data type, of course. If I'll just run the module, means what exactly happens, you can see here. I just given OK here. Now we'll see the hello is printing here, right, ma? If you want to print, for example, numbers means what we need to do? Print of numbers. So this is called as integer values, right, ma? Suppose if you want to print, float values means what we need to do? Something values. These called as float, right, ma? Now, when I run the server means what happens here? What happens here? So whatever we given there, same data printing here, right, ma? So this is fine. So basically, the hello is a data. 12344 is on data. 1.25 is on data, right? The datas we given directly in print statement. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇస్తున్నాం, డైరెక్ట్ గా ప్రింట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో కాల్ చేస్తున్నాం కదమ్మా. బట్ మై క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ రైట్ నౌ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు స్టోర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ సమ్వేర్. సో ఎప్పుడైతే నాకు కావాలో అప్పుడు నేను ప్రింట్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నాను. అర్థమైందా? సో ఇప్పుడు హలోయిక్ని ఇక్కడ డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇచ్చేస్తున్నాం, ఇక్కడ డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇచ్చేసాను ఇక్కడ. బట్ మై క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ రైట్ నౌ, సో ద స్పెసిఫిక్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇట్ మీన్స్ ద హలో, ఆ హలోని ఒక చోట ఏదో ఒక కంటైనర్ లో స్టోర్ చేసుకోవాలి. నేను స్టోర్ చేసుకొని పెట్టుకొని ఎప్పుడైతే నాకు కావాలనిపిస్తుందో అప్పుడు నేను ప్రింట్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నాను. సో ఇన్ దట్ కేస్ వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ వీ నీడ్ టు do? So there we have to use good variables. Variables we have to use, ma. So the variables is nothing but containers. So basically variables is used to store the data or information. That is called as variables. So this is not proper way, guys. This is a proper way. The information directly passing in the print statement. That is not proper way, ma. That the information we have to store somewhere. So whenever we need, whenever we want, there you can print it. That is the use of variables. Variables is nothing but containers. It is used to store the information or store the data. So in the variables, some rules we have to follow, guys, here. The first rule is, ma, the variable name must be start with either A to Z values, or you just start with using underscore. This specific rule is must and should, you have to follow this. For example, let me know A is a variable name. This variable name is correct or wrong? It's correct. The variable name you can declare either A to Z values. Starting letter, ma. Starting letter must be one A to Z is mandatory, or else underscore is mandatory. Now I given here A. The variable name is correct or wrong? Correct. Suppose 1 to A, this one wrong. We should be start with alphabetics or underscore. For example, underscore 1 to A, this one correct or wrong? Correct. So like that, you can declare variable name to store some information, guys. Is it clear? Yeah. So I will just remove this information, ma, or else I'll just comment it. Okay. Now we'll see, guys. Now we'll see. I will just declare one variable name. The variable name, anything up to yours only. For example, A is a variable name. So it means container is equal to. I will just show some of the information here. Either string or number, or integer or float also can store here. String means quotation is must and should. For example, hello, guys. Good evening. Hello, guys. Good evening. These are data. So these data, where it is there right now? In which variable? In the A variable. So these information we stored inside this A. This is called as container or variable. So now I have to print these information in console. In the output. What we need to here? Print statement we have to use, right, ma? So print of A. That's enough. So last example, what happens here? The information is passing directly here. But now we stored somewhere. So మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే కావాలో అప్పుడు మనం ప్రింట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ఇక్కడ. But here not like that, right? That is a use of variables basically. So here I stored hello guys, good evening. So now we can run the model. What happens? You can see same whatever given the message, same message printing over here. Clear? This is how you can handle the variables now. What is a variable? Variable is a container. It is used to store the information. That is called as variable. And also now our variable name is A. A has been declared. Again, you can't able to use again one more A variable. Again, you can't able to. You should be use unique variable names. That is must and should. That is called as case sensitive. The variables are case sensitive. So repeated variables you can't able to use. Clear, ma? Clear? Yeah. Now, I'll just use again one more variable name. B is again one more variable name is there, is equal to. I will just store now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's integer value, right, ma? How to print this one? Print of B. So again, one more variable I'll just create here. That is, for example, C is equal to float value, or else within the quotation, some float 1, 2, 3. It is a number is float. The value is float value, but data type string data type. That's good. So now I'll just print here print of C. Right, ma? Now we can run the code here. What happens? You can see whatever you given, the same message printing over here also. Hello guys, good evening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1.23 all same thing only is there. Now let me know, guys, how to check the data type. Type, yeah. So again, one more statement I'm going to use here. One more print statement. Print of type of A, type of A. So now, Python is a single threading, right, ma? What is single threading? The code executing line by line, step by step. So first what happens here? This specific first line will be triggered. Then the specific information printing in the console. After that, the same information data type will printing here. Clear? The information also print, data type also printing. Run the module. Run module. Okay, to save the file. Now we'll see. Hello, guys. Good evening. The data type is string. Same. This data type I have to find out right now. In that case, what we need to do? Again, print of type of B. This one means what we need to do? Again, print of type of C. That's enough, right, ma? So this is how you can handle your variables part, ma. Basically, it's a very, very important thing, guys. I hope it's clear, right? That's good. Now we can say last one is a string only because we declared within the quotation. So up to have any questions, ma? Anybody? That's good. So now A is equal to hello guys, good evening, something is right, ma. So next line, using same variable a is equal to, I will just keep it here 12 something. Now, what is our a value? What is our a data type? String or integer? Integer. Why? How it works basically, ma? So basically, we given same variable name AA. So, single threading. The code triggered line by line. What happens here? The firstly, of course, this line will be triggered, ma. The next line, when it comes in the next line, the value will be updating as a 12, not hello, guys. So now our A value is 12. Suppose I will just give again one more A, 10. What is our A value right now? 10, not 12. Clear, ma? So when it comes step by step, the value will be updating. Clear. Now we can just remove. Now A is equal to 12 is there now. What is our data type? Integer. Run the code, ma. Just run module. Okay. You can see now the value is 12. Data type is a integer, not string. Clear, ma? So this is how you can handle the variables part. It's a very, very important. Oh God. Sorry. Okay. Clear, guys? Clear, man? What is the variables part? Okay. And then basically, guys, we have del one keyword is there, ma. So basically, it is used to destroy the variable. I mean, delete the variable. Delete the variable. That is the use of del keyword. Del means delete. Delete. For example, after this 12, I will just keep it here del A. Now what happens here? What is the output? See, firstly triggered, hello guys, good evening. First line. Then what happens? In the same place, the value updating as a 12. Next line, the variable name will be destroying. There is no variable name of A. What will printing here? Print of A means there is no variable name A. Undefined. We're getting here error. Error message getting here. Now you can run the code. Run module. Just give okay here. We'll see now. Now we're getting here A is not defined because the A has been destroyed. I mean deleted. Clear? Suppose here I'll just remove these del. I mean A. The last for C I will just use del keyword of C. Del C. So now let me know these two statements will triggering or not. It will executing or not? Executing, because the code executing step by step only, right, ma? So these things printing properly. When it comes in a C, they're only getting error message. C is not defined. Run the code, run module. See now. So A printing, even the B also printing. When it comes in the C, they're getting name C is not defined. Clear? Suppose the del I will just remove here. I will just keep on the, between the B. Del B. Now let me know, guys. These one printing or not? Print. This one? How? How it will print C? Single threading. When it comes the error over here, the next line nothing will happen. It will stop the code there only. Ante ఇది ఫస్ట్ ట్రిగర్ అవుతుంది ఏ అనేది బి అనేది సెకండ్ ప్లేస్ సి అనేది లాస్ట్ సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనకు సెకండ్ ప్లేస్లో మీన్స్ బి అనే చోట మనకు ఎర్రర్ వస్తుందో ఆ తర్వాత ఏమున్నా కోడ్ రన్ అవ్వదు స్టాప్ అవుతుంది అక్కడ సో వన్స్ ఎర్రర్ త్రో అయిన తర్వాత కోడ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వదు సరేనా నెక్స్ట్ లైన్ ఈవెన్ కరెక్ట్గా ఉన్నా అర్థమైందమ్మా యా సో దిస్ ఈజ్ హౌ యూ కెన్ అండర్ డెల్ వేరియబుల్స్ ఇస్ క్లియర్ షూరా everybody? That's good. So then now coming to the user input ma. So basically what is this? Data, information. This is called as manual data, not user data. So manually we given this information. We know which data we are going to print. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనకు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంది ఇక్కడ మనకు అందరికీ తెలుసు మనం దీన్ని ప్రింట్ చేస్తున్నాం అనేసి కదమ్మా బికాస్ వి ఆల్రెడీ డిక్లేర్డ్ ఇస్ అ మాన్యువల్ డేటా బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ అ యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్ మీన్స్ యూజర్ కెన్ పాస్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ఇన్ ద కోడ్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత అప్పుడు యూజర్ పాస్ చేస్తాం. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్. క్లియర్? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గైస్, విల్ సీ. For example, yeah, that is nothing but my input is a function. Basically, it's a user input. It means user can pass the data. That is called as user input or get data from the users. For example, you can see x is a variable name. X is equal to 1, 2, 3. What is 1, 2, 3 ma? Data. So I will just print it over here, print of x. We already given here manual data. We all know which data we are going to print. 1, 2, 3. But user input means initially there is no information. After executing the code, then you can pass some information. That is called as user input. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఇచ్చేసమ్మా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ we have already is there, right? బట్ యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్ అంటే ఇనిషియల్ గా మనకి ఏమి ఉండదు అక్కడ డేటా అనేది. సో ఎప్పుడైతే కోడ్ రన్ అయిన తర్వాత ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత అప్పుడు మన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని పాస్ చేస్తాం. యూజర్స్ కెన్ పాస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ దేర్. క్లియర్? ఫర్ దట్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ యువర్ ఇన్పుట్. సో ఈ ఇన్పుట్ అనేది ఒక యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్ ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది మా, అక్కడ మనం డేటాను పాస్ చేయొచ్చు. అర్థమైందా? దిస్ యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్ నేమ్ వీ హ్యావ్ డిక్లేర్, రైట్ మా? సో విత్ ఇన్ దట్ parenthesis as a string you can pass something here ma, enter data colon something you can pass. You can keep empty also, no issues. For reference I just pass here enter data. So whenever the code will be triggered, there one user input will be creating first of all. So ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇక్కడ we have two lines of code basically, x and print of x. ఫస్ట్ ఇక్కడ x ట్రిగర్ అవుతుంది మా, అంటే ఒక ఇన్పుట్ ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తే అక్కడ యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్ ని అక్కడ డేటా పాస్ చేసిన తర్వాతే ఈ ప్రింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ అనేది ట్రిగర్ అవుతుంది. డేటా పాస్ చేయకుండా ప్రింట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ట్రిగర్ అవ్వదు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ రన్ ద కోడ్ నౌ, రన్. ఓకే, హియర్ విల్ సీ ఎనీథింగ్ హ్యాపెన్స్ హియర్ మా. సో ఇట్ కమ్స్ ఎంటర్ డేటా. హియర్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు పాస్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, either number or string or integer or float. For example, hello all information I'm going to pass here. Now you can enter here. That one I'm printing here. You can see hello all. So whatever. అర్థం కాలేమా? అంటే ఇప్పుడు అంటే నేను ఏం చెప్తాను అంటే మా, ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ సి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మా హలో ఆల్ ఇది మాన్యువల్ డేటా. ఇప్పుడు మనకు తెలుసు మనం ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ప్రింట్ చేస్తున్నాం అనేసి. ఈ ఎక్స్ లో ఈ హలో అనేది స్టోర్ అయ్యింది మనకు కదా. ఇప్పుడు రన్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది మనకు సేమ్ హలో అనేది ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది కదమ్మా. బట్ యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్ అంటే ఇనీషియల్ గా ఏ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ లేదు అక్కడ. కోడ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ పాస్ చేయాలి. అంటే యూజర్స్ ఇక్కడ పాస్ చేస్తాం మనం ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని, ఇక్కడ పాస్ చేసి సేమ్ అట్లనే ప్రింట్ చేస్తాం ఇక్కడ. సి నౌ దిస్ అ మాన్యువల్ డేటా. One more variable y is equal to input function. I will just create here input data, something you can pass here data. So ఇది ఇన్పుట్ అనేది ఒక యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్ ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది మా, అక్కడ మనం పాస్ చేయాలి డేటాని. అక్కడ పాస్ చేసిన డేటా మళ్ళీ ప్రింట్ చేయాలి కదా. సో దట్ వన్ ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ యూజ్ హియర్ ప్రింట్ ఆఫ్ y. అర్థం కాలేదా? అర్థమైంది కదమ్మా. సో రన్ ద మాడ్యూల్ రైట్ నౌ, రన్. విల్ సీ the hello all now printed here, but user input nothing will happen. So user you have to pass the information over here, right ma? For example, I will just pass 1 2 3. So now this is our user data, not manual data. Now we can enter. So even that are also printing here. Clear? This is how you can handle the user input ma. Clear? Now I have to check. So this user input data type I have to check it right now. In that case, what we need to do? How to check the data type ma? Using which function we are using there? Type function. Using type only you check the data type, right ma? So print of one more statement, type function, type of y. That's good. Now you can see here, run the code. So I will just going to pass here some string information, string. So this data type is string only. Enter right now, string. Suppose guys, sorry, you just close it. You can run again the module, run module. We'll see. So now I'll just going to pass some numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, integer. Enter now. Even now also getting string. But we have to print integer, right, ma? Because we pass integer values here. So why we are getting string? It means, so by default, the string, by default, the input data type is string only. You can pass any kind of information here. It consider string, even numbers, integer, float, anything you can pass here, ma. It consider only string only, because the input by default data type is string. But our question is right now, we have to convert string to integer or else string to float. That is the task, right, ma. For that perspective, guys, so we have to use here int. One function is there, ma. So basically, this int function is used to convert string to integer, and this integer function allows only integer values only. Here you can't able to enter, you can't able to pass string values, you can't pass float also. If you are passing means you'll get error message. So int function allows only integer values only. Clear? That's good. And if you want to convert string to float values means there should be use here float. One function is there, ma. It is used to convert string to float values. This float function allows integer plus float also allows. Suppose float means decimal is mandatory, right, ma. If we are passing 2 means how it takes decimal means it automatically taking as a 2.0. It automatically converting as a 0.0. Clear? So this is how now we'll see. This input allows right now any kind of data. Either you can pass numbers or string, integer, float, any kind of data you can pass right now. But we should be pass only integer. In that case, what we need to here, ma? We should be use here int function. So there I will just first of all just cut this one. Integer is a function. Integer of user input. Now that specific input allows only which data? Integers only, ma. అర్థం కాలేదా? అంటే బేసిక్గా ఏంటంటే మా ఈ ఇన్పుట్ అనే యూజర్ ఇన్పుట్ అనేది ఇక్కడ మనం ఇప్పుడు ఏ డేటా అయినా పాస్ చేయొచ్చు. ఇట్ అలౌస్ రైట్ మా. యూ కెన్ రన్ ద కోడ్ రైట్ నౌ. విల్ సీ రన్. సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ నేను A to Z values pass చేయొచ్చు. I mean numbers pass చేయొచ్చు ఇక్కడ. Even special characters also you can pass here. Right ma? Even special, you can pass any kind of special characters here. Enter. Everything printing, but their type is string. But we should be converting as an integer. We should be allows only integer values. For that perspective, we are using here int ma. So here simply can add int, open function, closing after this input. Now these user input allows only integer. It not allows string. It not allows float also. Now we can run the code. Run. You'll see if we are passing here integer values means enter. Now the value is printing. Data type is a integer data type. Now not a string data type. Suppose now again you can run the model once again, ma. We'll see. Suppose if I'm just going to pass even now float also 1.2 is a float, right, ma. Enter. We are getting error because of invalid literal for integer with base. So because the integer function allows only integers, it does not allows float and string. Suppose now if I am using here instead of integer float, I am going to use here. Now what happens, ma? It allows float as well, integer also. If I am passing integer values, what happens right now? What is the output, ma? 2344.0. It automatically converting as a float 0.0. If you're passing float means what happened? If I'm passing normal 2.3, what is the output right now? 2.3 only. Data type also float. So this is how you can handle user input function. It's a very, very important function basically, ma. So the user input is nothing but data get from the users. That is called as user input. The user input by defaultly string data type is there, ma. If you want to convert from string to integer means there you can use int function. If you want to convert from string to float means float function you can use here. Clear? Float allows integer plus float values as well. I hope it's clear, everybody, right? You guys have any doubts, ma? Lokesh, Meghana, Rekha, Sandhya, anybody?
No, sir.
That's good. So, no, sir. Okay. Anybody else, ma? Anything? Okay, that's good. So next thing, so up to the classes, so what are the data types we discuss, ma? String data type, number data type. Only these two things only we discuss. But Python provides almost 7 data types. 7 data types basically. So that we'll discuss right now. We'll start data types, remaining data types also we'll discuss. Okay. So in that, the firstly, string, we already discussed string. What is string, ma? Group of alphabetics and numeric characters. Either you can use alphabetics, numbers, you can pass special characters also here. But it should be declared within the quotation. That is called as string data type, right, ma? So I'll just give here some statement. Group of alphanumeric characters is called as string. And string should be declared within the double quotes or single quotes. Either double quotes or single quotes we should be used here, ma. That is must and should. And we discuss number data type. The number we have two types, right? One is a integer, float. So these two data types already we discussed, right, guys? And now we are going to discuss here Boolean. One data type is basically Boolean. So what is Boolean, ma? Any idea? Huh? Boolean data. ఎక్కడ ఏం లేదా? Yeah, true or false values is called as Boolean values, ma. Okay, so basically, so true or false, if the Boolean values means, so true or false is a Pascal case, ma. P and F will be capital, uppercase is must and should. Okay, so if the Boolean values means we should be declare without the quotes. That is must and should, guys. A double quotes or single quotes. Suppose, let me know one thing. Within the quotation, if you're passing true, it's a Boolean value or string. Idi Boolean na string ama. It's a string. So quotation లోపల మనం ఏం పాస్ చేసినా అది స్ట్రింగ్ గానే కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటాం మనం. సో ఎట్లా బూలియన్ డిక్లేర్ చేయాలంటే, సో బూలియన్ నార్మల్ గా యూ హావ్ డిక్లేర్ లైక్ దిస్. Without the quotation only can declare, then only it consider it's a Boolean value, either true or false, both. For example, we'll say, so I will just give a declare variable name a. A is equal to, I will just store here Boolean value true. So how to print this on, ma? Print of a. How to check the data type? Print of type of good, type of a. I can run the code, run module. Now we'll see here, it's a value is tree. Data type is a BOOL, means Boolean data type. So basically, ma, so what is the value of true?
One.
Basically, we have one value, ma. True value. Good.
One.
So true value is 1. False value is 0 or empty string. It represents the false value is either 0 or empty string, ma. Empty. But true value is 1. Clear? So this is how you can learn Boolean data types basically. Okay. So next thing is so whatever discussed now, string, number, Boolean, these are very basic data types, very common thing. Any programming language, these three things are same. Not only in Python, any programming language, either Java, JavaScript, PHP, Node, any programming language, these three things are common data types. Number, string, Boolean. So Python provides some more data types here, that is a list. It's a very, very important thing, list, and then tuple, and then set, and finally dictionary. These four data types are very, very important thing, It's a very compulsory question, this one. What is list, tuple, set, dictionary? It's a very important thing, guys, basically. So what is the use of these data types, first of all? The one thing is here, what is a A? It's a variable. Using A container, we stored one information, one data. True. So only one information, right, But if you're using these four means, using one variable, you can store multiple of data. You can store multiple of numbers, multiple of strings, multiple of integer values also you can store. That is a major thing. Of course, the difference I will explain you, The first thing is you have to understand these four things. You have to use collection of data. Using single variable, you can store multiple of data. That is called as list, tuple, set, dictionary. Clear? Yes. The firstly, list. So basically, list is nothing but same. In single variable, it's a container, first of all, It's a collection. It's a collection. So in single variable, store multiple data. That is called as list. So and then list should be declare as a square bracket. So if we use a square bracket, it means it considered as a list. So square bracket represents list. Clear? So then list is a mutable object. What is a mutable, Any idea? Mutable.
Modify.
But what? Yeah, tell me,
Modify.
Yeah, good. Modify the data. So for example, initially within this list, we are passing 1, 2, 3, 4, something here. We have some existing data, 1, 2, 3. So in that same place, you can update. For example, instead of 1, you can update there either 9 or 10 something. The informations you can modify. Correct operations. It means create, read, update, delete. That is called as mutable object. It means you can update the data. That is called as mutable object. You can modify. It's possible in a list. Clear? Clear, So list means it's a collection. In single variable, you can store multiple of data. That is called as list. But list should be declared in square bracket. So list is a mutable object. It means we can update or we can modify. That is called as mutable. For example, we'll see one example. We'll see one basic example. So first of all, I will just comment about these examples. Comment it. Now, variable name, for example, li is a variable name. You can take anything up to yours only. Li is equal to, using one variable, I have to store collection of data. In that case, what we do here? Square bracket. Now it is a list. So within that square bracket, you can pass n number of string values, n number of integers, n number of float also. For example, 1 is an integer, comma, 1 by 1, the comma notation is mandatory, 2, comma, 3, comma, 4, 5, like n number of informations. Integer. String means quotation, for example, my name. So one more string means, sorry, comma, one more string, Vijay. So Boolean value means true, something here. For example, again, float means 1.2, something point values. See now, above examples, whatever it is string, number, Boolean means in single variable, you can store only one data. But as of now, using one variable, we stored multiple of data. We store almost 10 data right now. That is called as list. So now let me know how to print this one. Print of li. How to check data type ma? Print of type of li. Now we can run the code, run module, just give okay here. Now we can see what happens. The values, whatever we given the same thing printing over here, and you can see data type is a list. Clear guys? But so whenever we given print of li, it means what happens here? We're getting all the data. In single variable, we store collection of data. In that collection, I have to get specific one value. అర్థమైందమ్మా? అంటే ఒక వేరియబుల్లో మనం కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ డేటాని స్టోర్ చేసాం. ఆ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ లో ఏదో ఒక స్పెసిఫిక్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ గెట్ చేసాం అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను. ఇక్కడ ఈ స్క్వేర్ బ్రాకెట్ లో చాలా వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఆల్మోస్ట్ 10+. ఐ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ దిస్ విజయ్ రైట్ నౌ. ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ గెట్ చేసుకొని ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏ డేటా టైప్ అని చెక్ చేయాలి నేను ఇప్పుడు నేను. అర్థమైందా? సో ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఏ లిస్ట్ డేటా టైప్, లిస్ట్ డేటా. బట్ దిస్ వన్ string. Now we have to get this one. I have to print in console Vijay the specific information data type I have to find out. That is my question. In that case, what exactly we do? So there we have to use ma
Index.
good. So yeah, index positions we have to use ma indexing. So index positions is nothing but, let me know one thing ma. How many values are present here inside the list? Just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost 10 values are present. That is called as length. Total values is 10. That is called as length. So our list length is 10. Our positions 9 only is there. How? Good. The length count start with 1. Positions count start with 0. As of now, we have 9 index positions is there. As of now, we have 10 length is there. So if you want to get the specific information means you can use index positions. Now let me know this specific one, which position is there ma? A position ఉన్నది 0 position. So indexing అనేది positions 0 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది మనకు. ఇది 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions are present. So let me know the Vijay, which position is there? 0 position, first position, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth position. A specific Vijay is the right ma. For that perspective, now I have to print of li. What happens? All the information printing, but square bracket of the position you can pass here 6. Li of 6, it means in that li 6th position value will be printing in console. Run. Got it ma? Vijay. Now this specific Vijay data type I have to find out. What we need to do? Print of type of li. Good. Li of 6. Closing bracket also mandatory. Clear ma? Now we can run. It is a string data type. Clear? This is how you can handle the list basically guys. Okay. So I hope you guys understood right now what are the index positions. So index positions ఎందుకు యూస్ చేస్తామంటే, సో ఆ లిస్ట్, ఆ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ లిస్ట్ లో ఉన్న ఏదో ఒక్క వాల్యూని మనం గెట్ చేయాలి. ఏదో ఒక్క వాల్యూని గెట్ చేసుకోన్నప్పుడు ఇండెక్స్ పొజిషన్స్ యూస్ చేసి గెట్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ మా? సో నౌ length means the count start with 1. Total length is 10. So of course we know every time we can't able to count it 1, 2, 3 like that. We can't able to count it, right? For that perspective, the Python provides a function ma length, len. It means length. It is used to length. So len means length. E function use chesi manam I mean how many numbers are present, that we can find out easily. Okay, now for that, print of, again one more print of length of which data length we have to find out right now. Of course li. So li list యొక్క length ni find out cheyali manam. So print of length of li. That's enough, right ma? Now we can run module. Just give okay here. 10. Clear ma? So this is how. I hope it's clear, right? What is the length function? What is the index positions? And how to get the specific information? This is all fine, right? That's good. So, and list is a mutable object, right ma? What is a mutable object? We can update, we can modify the list. We have, these are the existing information, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something is actually how we can modify. So instead of Vijay, I have to update some of the information here. I have to update ABC. Like then remove cheyali, delete cheyali. Clear? Or some more information you can add in the end, or you can beginning or middle. Somewhere I have to add it right now. అంటే లేకుంటే దీని ఈ ప్లేస్ లో వేరే ఎలిమెంట్ ని యాడ్ చేయాలి. That is a modification, right ma? How we can modify that, how we can achieve that one. So there we should be use here, guys. List methods we have to use ma. List methods. List method means predefined thing, guys. It's completely predefined. Predefined functions is there ma. Using that predefined functions only, you can modify, you can update your list. Clear? Shall we discuss or we'll discuss tomorrow? It's enough today. Huh? What ma? Your turn only. If you guys are okay, we'll discuss, or else we'll go with tomorrow. Tomorrow na? Heavy in the today? Huh? Confusion. See, the one thing ma, you have to practice, guys. Daily basis ma. Just take your, please keep your laptop also daily basis, okay? Just practice at least 1 to 2 hours. That's enough. After you can just enjoy I mean anything, Instagram, Reels, anything. That is depends on you. Okay. At least spend 2 hours daily basis. Okay. So anybody have any questions? Sure. Guys, you guys ma, Meghana, Rekha, Sandhya, Lokesh, anybody? Yashwant? Guys,
Yes, sir.
have any questions, ma?
No, sir. No, sir. We'll
Okay,
find, sir.
that's good. Okay, so today we'll do one thing. We'll just create a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group, ma. So there I will share these whatever we discussed the class today. So these things I will share you there only. And and everybody please note this classroom code, guys. So these are Python classwork materials is there, ma. So whatever we discuss in the daily basis, everything is present here. Okay, now we discuss list methods still we didn't discuss, but list we discuss, right ma? So those things also is there actually, data types, everything. So please note this code, guys, everybody. The class code, these are class code ma. You just note it and just join Google Classroom. You just search in Google Classroom, just join it there. So when you click join, it asks you the class code basically. You just enter this and join it. That's enough. And one more thing, so please don't share this class code to anybody, ma. So it's a very secure part, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So the recordings also will share you, guys. The recordings you can just get from the management team. So they will help you how to get the recordings and all with management. And these things I will share you the WhatsApp or a Telegram group, guys. So I'll check with management and I will just give on WhatsApp group and then I will share you. Okay. Okay, na? Yeah. So that's all about my end, guys. So if you have any doubts, let me know. Okay. So thanks for joining, ma. So see you tomorrow. Same time, 6 p.m. Okay. So please be available, guys, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
बोला